Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Mirror Dungeon solo video. With Infinity Mode finally making its return, it's about time I get started doing more solo runs again, preferably with identities I have yet to beat 10 floors with. And of course there is no better identity to start with than the absolutely perfect and beyond any fault, Queen of Hatred Don Quixote. She is a very special identity, not just because she's my queen, but also because she is simultaneously a positive and negative coin identity. She switches between the two depending on whether she's in negative sanity or not, making her quite consistent at fighting bosses who have sanity draining mechanics. The main way for her to lose sanity though is by either losing clashes or by stacking up enough of her unique status effect of magical arcana. There are 3 different ways she can gain it, either by using her skill 3 while she has positive coins, using the Queen of Hatred's ego, or by activating her passive. Once she gains 3 in total, she will then transform into her hysteric state and become a negative coin identity until she uses another skill 3 or returns to positive sanity through some other means. Other than the fact that while in her hysteric state she gains a lot of extra attack weight, she mostly functions as a regular charge identity, building up charge with her skill 1 and 2 and spending it all with her skill 3. She did receive a buff recently in this regard since my last solo run with her, because she was affected by a bug which made her gain more charge potency than she should normally. That allowed her to scale substantially quicker and reach her maximum damage potential far sooner than normal, as most of her modifiers are dependent on how much potency she has. Now that the bug is fixed though, she was compensated by receiving a much higher cap to her damage modifier, as well as more initial damage for each charge potency, making it so that once at max power, she is now 25% stronger than before the bug. Anyway, to start the run off, we take these starter buffs and find these ego gifts on the first floor of Dregs of the Manor, before making it to the boss against Hindley and the Rabbits. Yeah, Queen of Hatred is absolutely like the single best identity for beating this floor. Like, she just matches up so incredibly well into the dead rabbits. They're either fatal to blunt damage or envy damage, and that's both of what she does. I guess in a similar vein, she's the middle also sort of fits into that category, but they're not like the queen.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
Also, you might be thinking like that attack wasn't very good, but it actually was. The longer it takes to kill these guys, the better off we'll be in the second wave. We might not even have to use the ego a second time. Or we will. It depends. We probably won't, because we'll be negative coin and then we'll have attack weight on our regular attack. Or at least that's what I'm going to try to do.
칼날이 잘 드네요. 아마 그 공격이 약점이었겠죠?
너무 약올리신 것 같은데요. 적의 기세가 확연히 달라졌어요. 만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지. 아르카나 슬레이버! 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
Evil Queen.
이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 어차피 이미 이길 거라고 확신하고 있으실 테니까.
쓸모가 있으려면.
Perfect. There we go. There's that max attack weight. Because it's like, it's 1 attack weight for every magical arcana, so 3, and then 1 extra attack weight for max hysteria, so 4, plus the 1 base. 5 attack weight on her skill 3 here. This is going to do a lot of damage. 1,000 damage on floor 1. That's funny. Oh, that's really funny.
아르카나 필드.
개체들의 체력이 많이 꺾여나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 오늘도 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자.
We take the manor-shaped music box and broken violin for our reward, while also receiving fluorescent lamp as a bonus, before heading into Hell's Chicken for the next floor. Here we find the Dreaming Electric Sheep and Tango Marinade, while also buying Emerald Elytra and Cigarette Holder before making it to the boss against Papa Bongi. Alright, Papa Bongi. Let's hope we don't corrode too early. Because, yeah, we absolutely will. Well, we're probably gonna corrode in this fight. I wanted to start it in negative sanity to get the, you know, the attack weight, but I kind of forgot about the fact that the head chickens make you lose sanity at the end of a turn, so yeah, we're corroding here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Obviously, we need the correct corrosion, though, because I am not corroding into anything other than the queen. That is a fact. Genuinely, it took me like 10 attempts to get this ego. I kept corroding into everything else. I didn't need to do that at all. I wanted to. I wanted to view that ego. Anything else is not worth it.
방금 어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요. 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
We take the Rupture Chicken and Material Interference Force Field for our reward before heading into Hatred and Despair for the next floor. Here we find my queen's lovely gift and buy the Fragment of Friction, Temporal Brittle, and the UPS system, while also fusing Crushed Memory before making it to the boss against the Knight of Despair. Alright, here's the question. Do we use an ego? The answer is yes. We must change our resistances. And also see just how high this can roll now that we got super lucky by getting the charge fragment immediately.
운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을!
ARCANA Slave! Such a good attack. Even if it wasn't so cinematic, it would still be just as good. There she is, my queen. I love her so much. Best floor in the game because she's here. It's not even close. How's her skill 1 already rolling a 27, bro? The Mirror Dungeon just spirals out of control so quickly. It really does.
정의의 이름으로 퍼펙트! 모자를 쓰고 있는 혈기에겐 방망이 결국 풍선칼이 정답이에요.
만만치 않겠군! 본인이 하지! 이용!
You know, with the fact that the Rupture Chicken gives us the ability to build a Rupture stack, even though we're barely a Rupture identity, we could probably beat the knight without playing into the gimmick at all. However, that would mean sacrificing my queen from getting the finishing blow, so obviously that's not an option. And this right here is the best part about using one of the two magical girls in this fight. The fact that they're both positive and negative coin identities. The whole sinking gimmick doesn't matter. And we even gain attack weight too, so it's like we don't need to target the... We don't even need to bother targeting her swords to be able to beat them. Because we get the attack weight. Very cool. Very easy fight.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나고 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
운명 속에 파묻힌 그대의 이름을 걸고 나 여기서 빛을 맹세한다. 우와, 무슨 일 있었던 거야?
Gotta be careful here. I don't really want to go back into the negative sanity. And it's kind of unavoidable to do that. Yeah, yeah, it's unavoidable at this point. We can't stop the cycling, so why bother, right? There's just too many skill 3s. And if you use... You can only use 2 skill 3s while also activating her passive before you automatically turn in Hysteric. So if you literally have any more than 1 skill 3, you basically can't avoid it. Not that avoiding it really matters, to be honest. Pretty much the only downside to being Hysteric is the fact that using egos becomes a little awkward. But other than that, there's no real downside.
방금 어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을. 금방 끝내고.
All right, now we need to be careful. Can't do too much damage. All right, we get one singular skill 3, and that's it. Hell, even 1 skill 3 might be too much damage. I don't know. It'll be close. Alright, good. Didn't do quite enough. Get him, Queenie. There you go. Easy fight. All thanks to you.
당신 그래도 자, 악당 배치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
We take the Knight's Blessing and spent use forming Hate for our reward, while also receiving Midwinter Nightmare as a bonus before heading into Refraction Railway Line 2 for the next floor. Here we find Barbed Lasso and buy Thunder Branch, as well as Smoking Gunpowder, before making it to the boss against the Sign of Roses. This floor is very easy. Ridiculously easy, probably one of the easiest floors in the entire game. Oh, wait, we do get the Wrath? That's surprising.
나는 다른 선배들처럼 복잡한 생각은 잘 못하니까 이럴 때
I guess it makes sense.
저럴 때 선배였다면 지금까지 싸우면서 얻은 힘
We have 3 of both Wrath and
너희도
Envy.
되짚어보면 어떨까?
So it's basically a 50-50 as to which one it does, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it prioritizes skill 1s. And the reason why the Wrath Rose is the only rose that's actually difficult is because of this passive right here, Embers. When defeated by a direct hit, return the damage to the attacker and inflict 5 burn. Very deadly. Because pretty much, if you're as strong as we are right now, you're almost guaranteed to insta-kill it, which means that's 100 damage just done instantly to you. And there's basically nothing you can do to stop it, you know? So the Wrath Rose basically makes it so that once you beat it, unless you do a little bit of chip damage to it first, it's almost guaranteed to stagger you, and I'm pretty sure we're too strong at this point, so there's... Yeah, right there. It just does half of our health and damage instantly, and there's nothing you can do about it to stop it. The only way to stop it is if you do a tiny bit of chip damage first. And we're too powerful, we can't stop that, but of course, the music box, we have the music box to bail us out. So this fight is still incredibly, ridiculously easy. Very cool. It's nice that we're actually capable of building a rupture stack too. I mean, the damage from the rupture is basically negligible at this point. Because, you know, you see, we're doing over 100 damage per hit. And it's like, rupture is only doing 12 because we can't really build it. So it's nice that it's there, but it doesn't really do anything. Focusing on rupture or even sinking for this identity is just... It's not good. It really isn't good. She's a charge identity through and through. Might as well finish it. I mean, look at that. 900 damage from a skill 3. And Rupture did like, what, 90? The damage from it is negligible. We take Bridal and Miniature Telepull for our reward before heading into the Evil Defining for the next floor. Here we buy Imposed Weight and an extra skill 3, while also fusing the Book of Vengeance, Clear Mirror Calm Water, and the Charge type gloves before making it to the boss against Ahab. Alright, here we go. We go from one of the easiest fights in the games to one of the easiest fights in the game. How grateful am I? Yeah, Gas Harpoon just isn't very difficult. And it's pretty much exclusively down to the fact that her first phase is just not threatening. Like, at all. As long as you can clash against her one attack and aren't fatal to blunt damage, it's just... It's not a threat, and even if she does manage to stagger you, it's like... She only has 3 attacks. So, she doesn't do any real damage. And then not to mention the fact that her fight's bugged, too, where she doesn't gain any... She doesn't gain enough health upon the phase transitions, that just makes her even easier.
보는 맛이는
But I don't know, maybe that's fixed. We'll see here in a second.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Nope, she's still bugged.
다른 선배들처럼
You see, this is why she's so easy.
이럴 때 도움은 안 되지만
This right here is exactly why she's so easy, because one attack and she's instantly staggered again. It's just
너희도 천천히
이제야 실력을 좀
it's ridiculous.
쯤이야?
평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
I mean, granted, even if she wasn't bugged, the fight still wouldn't be that difficult, but like,
나아가보자. 아르카나
I don't know, something needs to be done about this fight to make it hard.
세게 맞은 건 아닙니까?
시원한 스윙! 오! 그래서 처음에
혈기가 무시무시한 공격을 준비하기 시작했군.
I am hopeful that when Ahab does inevitably make her return, considering the fact that she was recruited by N-Corp, that whenever she makes her return, she'll be harder than this. I mean, it's definitely guaranteed, but like, she was almost insta-killed. Oh, it's ridiculous.
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
We take the Hag's Leg and 4-leaf clover for our reward before heading into Murder on the Warp Express for the next floor. Here we find the crystallized blood before making it to the boss against Cassetti.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군.
Time for an easy fight.
저럴 때 이유가 있는 법입니다.
I could go through this as quickly as possible, but considering the fact that we're already in negative sanity, I don't want to just... Using an ego is kind of hard. And I don't really want to... waste it, you know what I mean?
쓸모가 있으려면
So we're just gonna avoid using our skill 3 for as long as possible.
어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
That way we get an attack... I can't speak. That way we get a super attack with lots of attack weight. That'd be cool.
쓸모가 있으려면 진짜
Or we'll just kill too many people and restore our sanity that way.
대성공이야.
And make it ultimately pointless. Either of those work.
이제 퇴학한 있잖아. 사실 아니야. 쓸모가 있으려면
Alright, here we go. Big attack weight. Incoming. It's only like +3, so not too big. Still enough to do 15,000 damage with a single coin.
시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
아르카나 피트.
방법이지. 너무 세게 맞은 건 아닙니까?
시원한 스윙.
Yeah, this identity can very, very easily reach 10,000 damage.
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Considering the fact that she has, you know, upwards of 5 attack weight on that skill 3.
무슨 일 있었던
Very, very powerful. She's incredibly strong.
만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지.
And people say she's weaker than Rhodia.
정의 이름으로
I like to see Rhodia do 10,000 damage with her skill 3.
혀 아르카나 슬레이버.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
아르카나 슬레이버.
적극한 조치였습니다. 깨달음을 얻으셨군.
자, 앞당 캐치 모더를 쓰고 있는 혈기에게 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 정답이에요. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야.
We take the biogenerative battery and prosthetic joint servos for our reward before heading into Refraction Railway Line 4, Section 4 for the next floor. Here we buy the night vision goggles while also fusing the guidant gas lamp and lunar memory before making it to the boss against the king in binds. We reset until we corrode into the queen, because anything else is not good enough. Perfect, first try. And we're fast too, so we don't even need to worry about what we're clashing with. Yeah, this just kills everybody. Half of them died to that first coin. I'm pretty sure Heathcliff was the only one that survived the first coin. That's funny. Alright, do it again. Unfortunately, we don't two-turn this because Heathcliff survived the first attack.
정의보다도 푸른 자요, 사랑보다 붉은 자요, 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대의 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한다. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을!
Arcana slave! Get him, Queenie! How pathetic. They can't even survive a simple Arcana slave.
방금 멋졌어. 해냈네. 다음에도 꼭 본인에게 맡겨주게. 복잡한 생각은 잘 못하니까.
The king should fare a little bit better, but not by much. He's still gonna basically die to a single attack. Maybe two. Probably only one, though. Yeah, okay. Two. Don't quite have enough damage. That sucks. If only Heathcliff had a tiny bit less health, we could have three-turned that. We take the T1B octagonal bolt and ruptured blood sac for our reward, before heading into time-killing time for the next floor. Here we find the broken revolver and buy illusory hunt as well as grey coat before making it to the boss against the Time Ripper. But first we need to beat the hardest elite fight in the entire game. It's really funny to think about. Like, one of the ways you beat like really powerful people is by demoralizing them, right? And the queen, that's impossible. You cannot demoralize her. She'll just kill you anyways. How was that? How? Explain to me how that was an elite fight.
너무 약 올리신 것 같은데 저기 기세가 많이 늦었어요.
Well, after the stupidest elite fight ever that wasn't even an elite fight and was honestly easier than the regular encounters, yeah, we ended up corroding into the first turn of this fight. Very cool. Makes dealing with the mini drones ridiculously easy. Oh wow, it didn't kill one of them. That's surprising. How did that happen? And it instantly forced him into phase 2. Okay. Want to see me do it again?
무슨 일 있었던 건가? 다른 선배들처럼 복잡한 생각은 잘 못하니까.
I just think this is gonna be funny.
안 되지만 저럴 때 선배였다면 지금까지 싸우면서 얻은 해결 방법을 찾아냈을 거야. 너희도 천천히 되짚어보면 어떨까?
It's weaker because it's the regular one and we didn't roll heads, but whatever. It's still gonna do a stupid amount of damage because of 5 skill slots.
운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한다. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을! 아르카나 슬레이버!
Look at that, 6,000 damage. Insta-kill without even trying. Oh my god. Easiest boss fight of my life.
정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야.
We take the rusted clock hands and employee card for our reward before heading into Refraction Railway Line 5 for the next floor. Here we buy lowest star and standard duty battery, while also fusing Fragment of Desire and Artistic Sense before making it to the boss against Line 3. Ah, yippee, Line 3, my favorite. This will be relatively easy. Should we use the ego? I don't really want to use the ego. What am I talking about? Of course I want to use the ego.
정의보다도 푸른 자요, 사랑보다 붉은 자요. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한다. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을!
Arcana Slave! It's so close to doing 10,000. It's so close. If only there was a tiny bit more damage. We might get staggered here, but it's fine. The music box will bail us out if we do. I don't really want to use the ego, like, twice. Yeah, we're definitely getting staggered. The bleed damage ensures of it. That music box exists and says, I do not care. I kind of wish I was in the negative coin state right now, because then I have attack weight. I don't really want to use the ego twice. But yeah. If I did use the ego, this fight's easy, because I just kill all of the minions, and I can focus entirely on Dulcinea, but I don't know. I just don't want to do that.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
아름다운 가시가 잔뜩 피어날 테니 쓸모가 있으려면
Let's stay negative coin. Try and beat the next fight without the ego too. That'll be fun. I mean, we get 1 attack with 4 attack weight, so that means, yeah, everyone's basically dead. 4,000. That attack could have easily hit 10k if they just had enough health. Oh no, is Gregor gonna survive? 5, ugh. Of course he's the one that survives.
처리는 빠르게 하는
I should have known. I thought he was gonna get hit by... I thought he was gonna be one of the ones that got hit by the AoE attack. Oh well.
방금 공격 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
감내해야 할
Everyone dies here.
아르카나 세이버.
There's no chance any of the Blood Fiends can survive. And we just take out half their health with a single attack. It's not even... It doesn't even have any real strength to it. There's no... It's not getting any coin power because we're using too many of them, and so it's... We never have enough charge.
대성공이야.
We're like permanently stuck at half strength.
정의 이름으로.
개체들의 체력이 많이 빠져나갔어. 괴로워하는 게
That's honestly one of the biggest problems with this identity is just
어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
her charge gain is super slow.
아르카나 세이버.
해냈구나. 나라도 그랬을 거야.
아르카나 세이버.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 칼날이 잘 드네요. 아마 그 공격이 약점이었겠죠? 쓸모가 있으려면
마침내 이 목마름에서
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나.
I can't wait to like insta kill this plant.
꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
Oh my gosh.
쓸모가 있으려면 사랑과 정의.
The scariest part about this plant is the fact that it has unbreakable coins, but that's automatically countered by simply, you know, already having gotten staggered earlier in the fight.
아르카나 비트.
그간의
The unbreakable coins don't do anything, you know, if you're not even remotely close to getting staggered. That's the only thing that's really threatening about unbreakable coins is their threat of staggering you early. And so when you have as much health as we do currently, and your stagger bar is so low, unbreakable coins do basically nothing.
상대에서 알려준 대로 잘했어.
아르카나 비트.
상담 프로그램을 진행한 건 잘한 일이야. 무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
절기가
무슨 일
무시무시한
있었던
공격을
거야?
준비하기 시작했군요.
만만치 않겠군.
이걸 막으려면 나를
It helps that we're basically like,
아르카나 세이버.
we just forced it down instantly. Like, look at this, we're doing 10,000 damage a turn.
핵심적인 스킬에 일단 아르카나를 부쉈어.
아르카나
이제
세이버.
힘을 이어갈 거야. 좋았어.
Every attack is doing a quarter of its health.
머리 좋다 단테.
It's ridiculous.
완전 좋았어. 세이버.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사의 전투복도
히야!
익숙해지셨네요.
아르카나 세이버.
나라도
Super easy fight.
그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
악당 퇴치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어.
We take the Coveting Thorn and Octagonal Bolt again for our reward before heading into the Dream ending for the final floor. Here we buy the Melted Spring, Broken Compass, and Skeletal Crumbs, while also fusing the Fragment of Decay before making it to the final boss against Sancho. Let's see how difficult of a fight Sancho can be.
자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세.
She's honestly not that difficult. as long as you win the clash. You just gotta be able to survive her attack, which might be a little scary. I didn't crit. That might be bad. No crit means no offense level from Clear Mirror. Stagger, but that doesn't matter because of the music box.
많이 위태로워 보여요.
And then we lose the clash. And that kills us.
아르카나를 처리하지
Thank you for not critting on the first turn.
쓸모없는
I appreciate it.
만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지. 히어. 아르카나 슬레이브.
Alright, good. This time around we actually crit. Which means we get the offense level and we can actually win clashes on the second turn instead of instantly losing. Yeah, stagger is pretty much unavoidable there. Oh, that sucks. No skill 3. Shouldn't matter. We probably still stagger anyways.
본인이 하지. 정의 이름으로 이유.
The thing with this fight, right, is the only actual difficult part of this fight is literally the first turn.
흔들흔들.
Everything else does not matter
만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지.
because it's
히어.
literally one of the most scripted fights in the game.
아르카나 슬레이브.
해냈구나.
You basically get one attack off every turn. Like look at this. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. This fight is so dumb.
아르카나 피트. 완벽한
It's
한방.
kind of.
시원한 걸.
No, it's not. What am I saying? It's not hard.
만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지.
Literally, the first turn is the only actual challenging part.
분명하네. 압도적인 사랑의 힘으로 아르카나들은 전부 정화될 거야.
Okay, this part is actually kind of
엄청 도움이 됐지.
difficult because it's not a guaranteed clash win here. So, in that case, now it is.
만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지. 정의보다도 큰 자요, 사랑보다 붉은 자요. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한다. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을.
Arcana Slave! $3,000 damage, single target.
승객이 딱 한 방 먹였어.
금방 끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치? 쓸모가 있으려면
Yeah, this fight is just,
아르카나 피트.
it's not hard. First turn's the only challenging part. Everything else after is just too scripted to be difficult.
오늘도 정말 멋진
적합한
활약이었어.
조치였습니다.
승리의 보람과 세상의 아름다움에 대해 들어본 적 있는가? 없어도 전혀 상관없다네. 지금 우리가 보는 경치가 바로 그런 것일 테니.
And that's how I beat 10 floors of Mirror Dungeon 6 hard using only the Queen of Hatred. I love this identity. I love this character. I could do a million solo runs with only her and never get tired of it, but that's honestly nothing new. She's more powerful now than she was before, and honestly, I think we need to buff her even more. Anyway, that's it for me. Like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Goodbye!